What is up, everybody? It's CJ Plays here, and I'm back with another Sims 4 speed build. Yeah, it's been a while since my last one. I don't even remember my last Sims 4 speed build at all. Like it had to be like at least a year ago. I don't know. But I am building a modern cottage today, and the only reason why I'm really building this in the Sims 4 and not the Sims 3 is because of the roofing. In the Sims 3, y'all know it's kind of a little clunky, and you can't really like edit like individual parts of a roof in The Sims 3. You know, you can like raise it up, you can raise it down, but if you want it to be like a little bit thicker, you can't just drag it out. You have to redraw the roof. But in The Sims 4, you can just take like one roof piece and basically just change it all around. And I seen this really nice picture on Google, and I was like, I need to try to replicate this a little bit in The Sims. So Sims 4 was the only game that was going to give me that. Like, I needed to build this in The Sims 4. Okay, listen, y'all. I know I've been doing like a lot of Sims 4 videos, but like, you know, it's nice to kind of go back to The Sims 4 every once in a while and like build something or to like play around, because, you know, there's a lot of cool things in The Sims 4, right? But yeah, this house is a 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom. And when I was building the house originally, I didn't really have like a particular Sim in mind. And it wasn't until like I was almost done building the house and I was like, oh my gosh, I know who lives here. I would say like a father and a daughter lives here, but they're both rich, right? Like the dad is famous. He's an actor. He like is a musician. Like he's just multifaceted. And I feel like this cottage is like where they go to get away from everything. Like I feel like right now the dad is like he's like on, like he's not like retired, but he's like on a little bit of a hiatus. Like he's just taking a break, he's just recouping and stuff like that, and he just comes to this cottage every so often, and it's like really secluded in the middle of the woods. I am building this house in Copperdale, which is the world that came with the high school pack, and he has like a daughter, and I feel like she's a teenager. Like, and if she's not a teenager, she's like a kid that's about to be a teen, but in my brain I'm like she's a teenager, and I feel like she is trying to be a streamer. She wants to be like a Twitch streamer, or like whatever the sim equivalent of that is. She wants to be a streamer, and I feel like the dad is trying to like, he's trying to like relate to her in a way. So he got her like a really expensive gaming PC and gaming setup, and then he kind of got himself one too to kind of try to also be a streamer, or like at least play video games with her online. So it'll be kind of interesting when you see it. You'll see it a little bit later in the video, but I gave them like both gaming setups, because with the high school pack they actually gave like us an actual like gaming PC setup, and it's kind of funny because they both have one. And I thought it was kind of cool. It's like a good father's daughter like bonding thing to do, so you know, it'll be kind of nice. But yeah, moving on, I'm kind of talking over the bill, y'all. Like, you pretty much see what I was trying to do. Like, it took me a while to get the roofing right with this game, and I'm really glad I chose The Sims 4, because if I tried doing this in The Sims 3, it was just not going to happen at all. I ended up using those trellises. Hopefully that's a trellis, right? I don't know. Is that a trellis? I don't know. But I ended up using the overhang from the Desert Lux kit that just, well, it just came out a couple of weeks ago, but it was free, but it's not free anymore. But they gave it away for free, and I was really excited because I was gonna buy it when it first came out, and then when they just released it for free, I was like, oh my gosh, I don't have to pay for it. I was hyped. But yeah, I ended up using it because I thought it looked super cool, and I was gonna like fence in this porch area, but then I kind of went against it because I didn't really want it to be fenced in. Like, I don't know, because I wanted your sim to be able to use it, right? And I didn't want sims to try to walk to it like off the street, even though they can't reach it. I didn't want them to try to attempt to do it, so I ended up like knocking down the wall that kind of separates the front door from the porch. I ended up knocking that wall back down, and so your sims can use the porch. I also put like some really nice patio furniture out there, and right now you'll see me trying to fiddle around with the windows. Look, y'all, I'm so used to building in The Sims 3 that it takes me a while sometimes to kind of realize and think back to what there is in The Sims 4, especially because I haven't really played it in a while. So I ended up using like these windows from the Seasons expansion pack, and I also used like that little overhang too. I forget what it's called, but is it an awning or something like that? But I used like the little overhang that came with Seasons as well. I was trying to fiddle around with some of the floors, because usually, y'all, listen, I know I use a lot of like hardwood floors when I build in The Sims, but I was trying to like use some other stuff for this build because I was trying to branch out. Like I said earlier, this is a modern house kinda, and I don't ever build modern houses in The Sims. I don't know why. I just feel like it's not that I don't think I can make them look nice. It's just that I don't know what to do, because like the term modern is so broad. It's like, what do I do to make it look good? Like, I don't know. Like, you can literally just do a box and put windows and call it modern and it'd be okay. But like, I just don't know how to make it look good for me, if that makes sense. But hopefully y'all like it. Like, I feel like it's more like on the outside is traditional, on the inside is kind of modern. So maybe y'all will like it. Hopefully, like if you want this, I'll put it up on the gallery. I haven't put it up there yet because I need to play test it. But by the time this video comes out, it'll be up on the gallery. And my gallery ID is Seeckingly, just like my Twitch name. So you could definitely just search it in and find me that way. And you can download it if you want to. Listen, this house is kind of expensive. I don't remember how much money it was, or how many simoleons it turned out being, but it was kind of expensive. And I also used a bunch of packs, as you'll see. Like, those windows, for example, came from the Moschino stuff pack. And, yeah, I just, listen, y'all. Listen, I didn't pay for all these packs in The Sims 4. Let me just use them, okay? Like, this is not base game. This is far from base game. And you're looking at me right now trying to fiddle around with the floor plan. I decided to leave this in the video because I know I kind of cut the floor plans out when I built in The Sims. And I know a lot of y'all out there, either you don't really know how to build that well, or you're trying to learn how to build. So I was like, maybe if I leave my thought process in, maybe that can kind of help y'all out a little bit. But I did end up using a lot of split leveling in this build. It really won't look like that when you like go to playing it, because everything will be on like the same level. But trust and believe, I had to raise some platforms up to kind of make it fit. So hopefully y'all won't mind that too much. It is kind of annoying because sometimes the windows, they kind of clip into the ground a little bit, so I tried my best to make it work. And right now, you might have noticed that there was like some weird wallpaper outside of the house, like underneath the window. For the longest time, I had no idea what that was, and this was me trying to like undo everything to see if I could fix it. And come to find out, it was just a shadow because I used like the little awning thing. So literally, there's nothing wrong with the build. If you like delete the awning, it'll go away, but it's just a shadow. But moving on to the inside of the build, this is me trying to figure out what I want it to do. So since this is kind of modern, I didn't really want to close off the floor plan too much. So I wanted to use this corner over here to be like the kitchen, and I ended up using a lot of Dream Home Decorator in this build. Like, I'm saying, like, most of the stuff in here, y'all, is Dream Home Decorator. Like, so you definitely will need that pack. And I want to say that fridge, I don't know where it came from. Is it the base game or down out? I don't remember where that fridge came from, but it's in the game. Like, I didn't use any custom content for this. And since there is only like 2 Sims really living here, I didn't really like put a table in the kitchen. I just put like these island countertops, and I put the I think the bar stools came from the high school pack, I want to say. I ended up using those, and I thought those looked really nice in here. And then I also used the light fixture that came with the fitness stuff pack, which, do y'all ever use the fitness pack? Because that is, because like, that's like, I like the stuff in the pack, but I don't really use it that often. And I ended up using the pack quite a bit in here. So like, I use the mirror, like the one that stands on the floor. I used that one for like the dad's room. And then I also used like the shower and the sink in the bathroom too. So like, I don't really get a chance to use it that often, but it's some really cool items. They have like a lot of nice wood tones in my opinion. And now this is just me trying to fiddle around with the wallpaper in here because I did not know. Like, I wanted to go for like a gray, but then I was like, CJ, that gray is just not, it's not doing it. So I was like, let me use like a brown, and hopefully this looks right. You may have noticed my game does look a little like more saturated, I guess, or like more washed out. It's because I'm using G-Shade right now. So G-Shade, if you don't know, it's kind of like Reshade for like The Sims, but it's just G-Shade instead. Basically, it's basically like the same idea as Reshade, but it's supposed to be a lot less taxing on your computer, so you can actually like play with it. I know a lot of people can play with like Reshade in The Sims 4, but I primarily use it for Sims 3. And I know like a lot of people have issues playing with Reshade in The Sims 3 to make the game more laggy. But with G-Shade, I can actually play with it, and I don't really have to worry about lag that much. So I really love G-Shade, and I've also used it for Sims 4 and The Sims 2 as well. And the preset that I'm using right now is Boho Dream, and it was made for The Sims 4 if I'm not mistaken, but I use it a lot for Sims 3. Like, that's like one of my favorite ones to use. So I have it on right now, and it kind of like gives the build on like a fall like atmosphere, like an autumnal like vibe in my opinion. So hopefully y'all like it. I always use this one anyway. But if you were wondering why my build why my like gameplay looks a little different, that's because like you'll see it every so often in the speed build, it'll go back to normal because I had to pause the recording a lot of times to like look around and like fiddle around with some stuff. So you'll notice like every so often in the speed build it'll kind of go back to normal for a little bit. But yeah, I'm pretty much done with like this room though. I wanted to use the bookshelf from Moschino stuff, but I just thought it was a little bit too thick in this area. So I ended up like replacing it with the bookshelf from the Seasons pack. And I was trying to put like a nice end table over here by the front door. And then I forgot what I think that one is like from Eco Lifestyle, I want to say. So I ended up settling for that one. And I was trying to find a mirror like y'all. I don't know what it is about the Sims games. They need to give us the ability to lower mirrors because you can raise and lower paintings, but you cannot do that with mirrors in the Sims 3 or really the Sims 4 for that matter. Can you please give us like? Can somebody please give us that? Or like, is there like a mod or something I can download? Because like I need to know. I need it. But moving on, this is the bathroom. So I can't remember where I got the towel from. I think it's from Spa Day. I want to say, I think it's like a Spa Day tile. Again, do y'all ever use Spa Day? Like, I know I'm jumping around different topics, but now, because like I don't ever really get a chance to talk about The Sims 4 that much with like y'all on YouTube. So like, do y'all ever use Spa Day? Anybody that plays The Sims 4? Also, do y'all play The Sims 4? And listen, I know a lot of y'all play Sims 3. Let's be real. I know, but do y'all ever go back to play Sims 4? Like, the Sims 4 is free to play nowadays, right? So like, do y'all play it? Or if you haven't played it, are you gonna go download it? Because it's for free. You can download it for free now. So let me know, because I don't play it that much, especially not for YouTube and Twitch, but I'll play it every so often. Maybe like on a weekend when I'm kind of bored or something, I'll play it. I'll usually like build a house or make a sim or download custom content or something like that. But like, do y'all play? Let me know. I don't know. But this is the bathroom. So I ended up using a lot of the stuff from the fitness pack, but I did go back and no, originally I was using stuff from City Living, and then I went back and I changed it to be the fitness stuff, because I did not like that. Here's the thing: the shower from City Living was nice, but they didn't really come with like in a black swatch, so I ended up swapping everything out for the fitness stuff. And I want to say that the window came from Snowy Escape, I want to say. Like I said, y'all, I use a lot of packs, okay? You gotta bear with me. And I was gonna use the toilet that came with the fitness stuff, but I don't really like that toilet that much. Like, I mean, I guess it kind of matches with the rest of the bathroom stuff because it's from the same pack, but I just didn't really like it in here. So I ended up using the toilet from, I think it's from Tiny Living, I want to say. And I thought it looked a little bit better in here. And I was going to keep it in black, but I ended up changing it to be like a silver color, or like a gray color or something like that. And I ended up using the rug from the high school pack because, y'all, that's like the newest pack, like the newest expansion pack as of this video. And I don't really get a chance to use that stuff that much. So you'll see it a little bit later on when I get to the teens room. I used some stuff from the high school pack. But this is the father's bedroom, and I was going to use the bed that came with the vintage glamour pack, but then I was like, oh my gosh, yes, let's use the one that came from the industrial loft kit. Which also too, I don't really listen, y'all, I will buy kits, but I don't like, the only kits that I will buy are the build and buy kits. I don't really touch the fashion kits that much. Like, the only one I have is the throwback fit kit, and that was because like I really wanted it when it first came out. But I have not bought any of the other like fashion kits since then. And the only one that I really want to, I think it's like two I want to get: the Ancient Arrivals, and then I want to get the Moonlight one, the Moonlight sheet kit. That's the one I want to get too, but like, I don't know if I want to spend $5 for it right now. Like, I'll wait, because I don't really play Sims 4 that often, right? So I'll wait to get it. But those are like the other two that I really want. But this is pretty much just the father's room. I used the wallpaper that came with the Eco Lifestyle pack, and I used, like I said, the mirror that came with the fitness, because I thought it looked really cool. And then I used the desk. I think the desk came with Dream Home Decorator, and it just really fit the mood. And this is me putting the really expensive gaming PC streaming setup computer in the dad's room. And I also used a really nice lamp. I think the lamp is base game. I don't know where the lamp came from, but it came from like a pack or something. I was gonna use the one from the bowling pack, but I didn't really like that one, so I ended up using. Oh, I think that was the one from. What is this pack? I don't know what that. I don't. I think it's like Get to Work, I want to say. I think I got it from Get to Work. So yeah, and then I think just to finish off this room, I was going to use the rug from City Living, but I thought it was a little bit too big. See, this would have been a really good opportunity to use the tool mod, but I just have never really tried to use the mod before. So I ended up just swapping it out for the rug that came with the industrial loft kit instead, because, you know, it kind of fits the vibe, right? I was going to use the dresser that came with that pack, but it just, there's not like a dresser, like, there was like a, that was a vertical dresser. I want like a horizontal one, if that makes sense. Like, I didn't want a wardrobe, so that pack didn't really come with the one. So I had to use the one from I don't know where that dresser came from. Maybe it's Seasons or something, Jungle Adventure. It came with like one of those packs though. And then I also used the flowers that came with one of the kits, I want to say. But moving on, this is the teens room. I ended up using wallpaper that came with Eco Lifestyle, and I don't really ever get a chance to use that wallpaper that much. It's like I like it, but then sometimes I don't. So I don't know, but I thought it looked really cool in this room. I ended up using the bed that came with the Dream Home Decorator pack, and I also used a rug. Like I reused that rug from City Living in this room, and I was gonna use that wardrobe, but it was a little bit too big. Like this room was not that big anyway. And I was like, listen, we gotta make a compromise. So I ended up using the dresser that came with the Dream Home Decorator pack, and I also tried to use the mirror with that pack, but it just was not given either. So I ended up using this mirror instead that came from the high school pack. And I ended up putting another computer desk in here because at this time I noticed that we had like a little extra space. So I was like, let's put a computer. And then this is the moment when I realized that I wanted the father and daughter to be like streamers, if that makes sense. So yeah. I feel like he got the idea from her, right? But I gave her like a really nice streaming setup, and I gave her like a really nice matching chair. And she has like some like artwork on the wall. Like there's a poster. Again, they don't really live here that much. Like they come here like maybe once every other year or something like that. So I didn't want to like go all out and fully decorate the room. Because they're here, but they're not really here. Like they don't really ever leave the house once they're here. And if they do, they are like in disguise and stuff like that. So I have like a really nice poster, and I also used some of the lights that came with the high school pack as well, because I don't get a chance to use them that often. And this is like a teens room, so like when else would I get a chance to use it, right? And I also ended up using the Yeti that came with I forgot the kit. It's a little camper's kit, I think that's what it's called. Like one of the newer kits. I ended up using the Yeti from that pack, and I put it in the corner because she's a teen now, but they probably will come into this like house every so often. Like I feel like they were probably coming here like when she was like a little kid or something. So it kind of just fits in. I was going to put it in the corner, but I know Sims like to touch stuff, so I ended up putting it here, so if a Sim wanted to use it, they could get to it. But that's pretty much it for this Speedball, y'all. Like, I don't really think there's anything else to talk about. But, like, yeah, I don't really remember how much money this house was, but it was kind of expensive, so you might need to use some money cheats for it. But I had a lot of fun at building this. Please be sure to leave a like, comment something down below if you did like the video, and as well, I will leave this up on the gallery. By the time you watch this video, it'll be up on the gallery already, though. But my gallery ID is Seeckingly, so it's the same name as my Twitch name. It's Seeckingly. Seeckingly. It'll be up on the screen as well. But yeah, that's pretty much it. You'll see me like do some landscaping and stuff. I wanted just something kind of, I don't know, I didn't want to go like overboard with landscaping, so I used like a lot of the flowers that came with the Island Living pack and stuff like that, and some nice trees from the base game. So hopefully y'all will like it. But if you want to like edit this house or anything like that, feel free to. I do not mind. But anyway, y'all, that is all that I have for this video, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye. Thanks for watching. Oh, you know what? Stick around for screenshots. I always forget to say that. Stick around for screenshots so you can get a better look. Because you'll notice I kind of forgot the stove in the kitchen. So I went back and I put the stove from Dream Home Decorator. So there we go. But anyway, that's all I have for this one, y'all. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye. Thanks for watching.